In our last video, we worked on walking stance punch and started doing some basic punching movements using the technical side of Taekwondo. Now I want to show you that when we free spar or when we use these things in self-defense, we have to adapt them. I'm not going to talk about self-defense at the moment, we're just going to talk about using it in a more dynamic way. So rather than being very rigid and dropping into a very solid stance here, which is a really useful way to learn how to develop power and stability, here I'm not protecting my head at all, and I'm quite slow to move to my next movement. So we're going to make our stance a little bit shorter and be a bit more side on to make the target a little bit smaller. So it's a little bit harder to hit me. My backhand's going to come up nice and high. In fact, when I'm punching, I want both of my hands up. So my opponent's going to be in nice and close. Now, my back foot can turn outwards a little bit, although when I go into punching, I might turn a little bit forward. So you can see the angles of my feet. I come from here to here. And from here, all we're going to do, relaxing the shoulders, hands up, drop the jaw a little bit, extend the front hand out, and then come back, pivot your body, and extend your back hand out. So we're going 1, 2. You notice a little bit of movements in my body here, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm trying to generate power from all of my body. It's not just my arm doing this. From here, I'm getting my hips involved. My body weight comes back into my back foot actually. I do this punch here, this way. And then when I transfer to my right hand or left hand, depending on which hand's at the back, I'm pivoting my stance here and throwing my body weight forward a little bit, not losing balance, keeping it between my feet, this way. So from here I'm using all of my core. These are the largest muscles in my body, my abdomen, my glutes, those sorts of, and down through the quadriceps. So from here, 1, 2. These are my 2 punches. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I want to relax, make good fists, and then just tighten at the moment of impact. Boom. So you're delivering your fist nice and strongly into the target. 1, 2, 1, 2. That turn of the hips is very important. You don't want to be punching like this. That's no good. 1, 2, 1, 2. My body weight's on my back foot, then it transfers a little bit more to the front foot. Back, front, back, front. So you get a nice rhythm going. My stance can widen a little bit for that second punch as well. From here, 1, and then I might step out a little bit with my front foot. So I can drive in here and then come back this way. Or most importantly, my foot will turn and my heel will come off the ground a bit. You can do it with the other foot forward as well. Hands coming back up to protect here. Tucking my chin. 1, 2. 1, 2. Breathing on each punch. The same breathing we used before. 1, 2. 1, 2. We can do this with a little bit of footwork moving forward. If I push with my back foot, 1, 2. If I push with my front foot, I'll move backwards. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Other side here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You're nice and relaxed. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Moving sideways here, if I step to the right, my right foot moves first, and then my left foot. If I step to the left foot, then right foot. Exactly the same with the other foot. If I'm going right first, right foot, left foot, right foot, right foot, left foot. So you open your stance and then close it again. So I might step sideways. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I can, of course, doing that, change my angle a little bit. 1, 2. Turn around a little bit as if I'm changing the angle on the opponent. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, just changing the angles around a little bit. Also from here you want to work on switching. Just 1, 2, 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, 1, 2, just relax. Okay, so just moving around left and right. Extend your hands. Make sure you straighten your punches. You don't want to be doing this. If you're working with your kids, make sure they're not doing this. 1, 2, straighten every punch. If your opponent is closer, you'll change the nature of the punch you use rather than doing little robot punches. 1, 2. We've a few hundred different types of punches in taekwondo. So, you know, we've got plenty of time to learn those. 1, 2, extend, get your rage out. Okay, have a play with that for a few minutes, and then we'll move on to the next video and get back into the technical material again.